We had some rain over the weekend, or Friday it was, so hopefully it does kind of clear. It's not as bad as what it was.
We gotta get the two guys out there, training on the roads when we do them.
I know some asphalt companies to give a estimate on East Eagle and Ridge Road. You do like a mill and fill. So I'm meeting with one tomorrow morning. It's their price idea. I know your asphalt, possible roads we can do here. So I get that. You dropped a new truck off to Bosick yesterday or today, this morning. So you get the strobe light kit, all that good stuff on it. It should be done about 2 days, 3 days. And I noticed going down West Eagle Road, halfway down the hill towards the school, there's a counter on the post right there. And I thought it was a traffic counter. It's not, it's a pedestrian counter. They have one in town here and there's two in Atlas Township. So that was kind of,
That for, like, for the walk, like.
yeah, for the pathway. They can-
So is that like a pad? It's not just a.
No, it's just a little camera, it was a little eye on it.
Oh, it's counting people. as you
People,
walk by.
yep,
Oh.
pedestrian. I didn't know he made one. I called the county and I said, we don't put it. I said, whose is it? And he said, it's ours. So. Interesting. What else? All right, very much not. We will be limestone and Dutch Road. That's the last road to limestone. Within probably 2-3 weeks here. So. That's what I've got.
Talked to Matt earlier today. Sounds like Freightliner that's overhauling his truck. Ithaca has been delayed. I don't know why. Did he say anything, Matt?
He said November-ish. He said the problem is they're actually catching up now. And they have a large truck came in all once. It's kind of waiting line. He said we can't do it fast enough to get them all out the door.
November should be.
Yeah, he said around November.
Weather permitting.
Yeah. That's what I told him, I don't want to buy snowplow. So.
All right, moving on to, food enforcement,
Really nice.
Laura. Amazing,
Oh.
amazing.
That's the first week.
I got this packet and I'm like, why is there a packet? So thick this
She
month.
does her job.
I'm just glad. And we got lots of beautiful pictures and, so how was your first month? How did things go?
But, yeah, just getting started, you know, with code enforcement and becoming a little bit more familiar with some of the ordinances. So I provided you with some pictures and, you know, quite honestly, my approach will be to, talk to some of the businesses along the M15 corridor or contractors, hopefully to stimulate some improvements that the community then will be able to see, you know, before, say, targeting any individual problems with homeowners and so on. But I would like to, you see from the pictures, you know, all of those pictures are pictures that belong to mostly up and down M15, few exceptions there. But I will hopefully be able to call on some of those businesses and discuss ways that perhaps we can get them to come into compliance with maintaining that buffer zone and the sidewalks in front of their businesses. You know, to see what can be done there.
Wonderful. And I like your format that you sent us as well. My only suggestion, would be, I think it would be nice to have just a chart, like you've got, these 8 incidents, documented here. If we could have, you know, like pending or closed or, you know, resolved, you know, just so that we
And
have.
that's what, exactly. So this is the first report, and that's what, in summary, I said, I will provide the updated outcomes to these issues. So hopefully at the next meeting, maybe some of these, that's what you'll see. This was just my initial observation. I did send one notice of violation out. Just went out Friday. I've removed some signs from the buffer area that, you know, people trying to do seal coating in gutters, and they're putting those signs in front of gas stations, things like that. And they're between the sidewalk and the road, and they don't belong there. But I've let the people know that they can come and get their signs, and they've all been really pretty nice about it. You know, I've explained which ordinance dictates appropriate placement of sign and improvements, et cetera, et cetera. And it's been fine.
All right, well, thank you so much. Very nice.
Thank you.
I'm going to go through and review these, but the building department activity reports is in your packet for your review. The fire department activity report is also there for your review. And the sheriff's department activity report is also. Moving on to unfinished business on authorized agreement with Genesee County Road Commission for 800 foot of ditching and hydrant seeding. Bridge Road from Eagle Road to January Court plus replace 3 driveway culverts at a total of $14,158.
Think we maybe postpone that to, you can't seem to find anybody that wants to do the driveways, tear them, gutter culverts out and not replace the driveways right away. Have to upset homeowners.
I did talk to, one after I talked to you, they got back with me probably, and I'm gonna meet him tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So, like, I'll hear the same thing, I'll have the price on East Eagle Road and Ridge Road too.
Yeah, I just hate to pull them culverts and let them ditch it and not be able to replace them.
Or our option right now is to just ditch and don't worry about the culverts right
Or
now. That's our other.
if they're gonna be out there.
I've had some residents ask about ditching longer, that's why it came up.
It's probably better to go ahead and ditch them and see them and take on the culverts. Those are separate.
Yeah, cause you save a little bit over $1,000 right now.
But on the back end, when does charge come back out?
Right.
Are the culverts gonna be fine?
Yeah, I was gonna say, he has to come back out and say.
So do you want to look into that? Then do you want us to postpone those down?
I like the ditching done now, we can always go back and do the culverts at some point, there's no holes or nothing, it's just. They know it's the ends are getting rusty.
Okay, so this includes everything but the 3 culverts.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, this includes everything but the 3.
Here, 14.
Well, it says 12 by 24 column for each at 242.
No, that's all together, 14, yep, that's all, that's that excluded 3 culverts.
So do you want to make a motion exception?
Make a motion to go ahead and ditch without replacing the culverts.
Yes. Or culverts to be done when. No, they can.
We'll have to
No,
just
no,
redo it.
no.
We'll have to make another
What,
motion.
what's
to have
before
it
you
done.
right now is this. You're going to approve it minus the culverts.
Culverts.
That's what you're doing. Culverts is another issue.
Then I will make a motion to authorize the agreement with the Genesee County Road Commission for 800 feet of ditching and hydro seeding Ridge Road from Eagle Road to January Court, with the exception of not replacing the 3 driveway culverts for a cost to be determined after Matt talks to the company.
I'll second.
This is what it is. Without. It's good, you save a little bit over $1,000.
But we don't do the driveway paving right
Of
now.
course.
Right.
Okay. So then
Hold on, we need a price.
I have a question.
Yeah, I got price. It's,
13,000.
So instead of the price determined later, at a price of $13,430.04.
Could you?
$13,430.04.
Do we have a support on that?
Yeah,
Actually,
Okay, we have a motion and support to authorize, Genesee County Road Commission for 800 feet of ditching and hydrant seeding Ridge Road from Eagle Road to January quarter, minus the 3 culvert replacements, at a cost of $13,430.04. Roll call, please.
Beverly,
Yes.
McCafferty,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Glenn,
yes.
Over.
Yes. Okay, the next item, it's really two separate items, but, let's talk about the, traffic study first. We can rent, the counters from the county.
These are low cross where they're done before.
And, how long do we want to do the study for?
They recommend a week.
Yeah, we.
we're gonna do East Eagle and West.
Yeah. Anybody have any comments in regards to performing, the traffic study?
The fee is $5 a day for each counter.
$10 a day for
Correct.
Okay, so then let's talk about, the monkey survey. Sure, can you explain the monkey surveys and how they work?
It's free. You set it up. They help you set it up. You set it up on your website and, you send out, notices to all the residents to voice their opinion. You can give them some choices or not, or yes, or it could be a yes or no, or there can be 2 or 3 choices of their opinions on things.
And do you, not to put you on the spot. You know, what that, I know it's printing costs and postage. I know we get a bulk rate on the postage.
Right. Well,
Do we know what that approximate cost is? I mean, is it? We're talking,
we get a reduction in the actual price of the regular postage anyway, so it's not gonna cost what you normally, what is it, 72 cents now? To mail a letter, it doesn't cost that, ours is less than that. And we can mail in bulk.
What about the creation, the printing and everything?
We can do that.
Can I chime in on my thought on this?
Okay.
Only bringing it up because I recently went to the Atlas Township meeting about property, and it was one of those things where, just like this, nobody knew about it beforehand when they were discussing the rezoning of the future land use. And everybody made a very, very strong case. And the gentleman finally, I think he agreed with us that I know it doesn't seem necessary to some, but I think we need to do a bigger push on social media. Only because, and we can, we can make the village of Goodrich, you can't comment on anything, you can just post things. But what I tried to explain to him was, as I'm swiping through to see what time my kid's track meeting is, or what time this is, and see everything in there, when it just passes by, this says, oh, there's the upcoming village meeting. I see it, I'm not gonna look, and it's ignorance on a lot of us. Like I say, I'm not gonna look at the newspaper to know when the next upcoming Atlas Township meeting is, which is my fault. I'm a grown adult, I should. But I'm saying for convenience and the amount of time it would take for somebody in the office, or if somebody on council is allowed to do it, to start posting and saying, hey, there is an upcoming meeting, here's what's on the agenda. I just really think that, I know Facebook is not for everybody, but it is for a lot of people. And if we could put the survey and say here and put the link right on Facebook, it could save us a boatload of money. But I think you get much more exposure because it might just get thrown, in the trash when it gets to people's houses. That's just my opinion. I love what we're doing, but I think social media is a really strong platform right now to be able to get people to see things. 'Cause it's right in their face.
So I will reiterate what we talked about earlier today, and I don't have any issues with the social media point of view. Our objective here is to get everyone's opinion on whether they think it's a good idea or not, so that we can gauge that. But I do think there's a lot of people that don't use social media. I'm not a big social media person myself. I don't know, just generally speaking, I'm just making an assumption here, so don't jump on me, but I'm guessing that there's probably a lot of older folks that don't get on the social media platforms. My opinion, I think the monkey survey is good because everybody gets a card in the mail that says, hey, we're doing the survey on the proposed truck ordinance. Here's a website, please go out and take a survey.
Or we could make it really easy by sending out a letter with a return postage envelope and have them just do it right then, handwritten, and mail it back or drop it off again.
Or if it was a letter with a QR code, that's even easier.
There's a lot of people that are younger.
Yeah, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I mean, I think potentially do both.
Is there anything coming out from the village soon that we could include it? Is there any bills or anything coming out soon? What's that? We make it just a discussion that maybe we all kind of get our ideas together and what's the best. way
Let me
to
do
connect
some
survey.
research.
All right, so
Can I have a comment?
you can.
My concern with mailing something now, like a postcard. How much junk are we getting in the mail with political stuff? I don't look at it and throw it away. I see a postcard in the mail, political, done. It's gone. So I don't know, I think the integrity of mailing something right now could be diminished.
Yeah. With the, with the election.
With all the election mailings that are going out.
What if we postponed it until we get the traffic study done? That won't be done until after the election. And then we can give them some choices with some information on what the traffic study said.
Right, and that, I mean, that may make better sense. Because maybe the traffic study shows that this is for naught.
I don't know why you guys didn't do it at the last meeting. Why is it the second time we put it on and the people show up and we're gonna do all this now?
Well, I'll address that
Yeah.
question. I'll address that right now. The reason that this is on the agenda tonight, we are still doing research. We are still investigating this. We've reached out to MDOT. We've reached out to Genesee County Road Commission. We've reached out to TIPS. That's where we get our money for, like when we just did Hugo Road. So we're still investing in it. The reason that it was on here tonight was because last month Shannon made a motion to put it on this month's agenda.
And you supported that.
And we did, but that is the reason why it is on the agenda, because it had to be on the agenda per the motion that was made last month.
Correct.
So and we are postponing that to a further date because we're not done doing our.
That's why I withdraw from roads. We got two there, we got Melissa.
All right,
Good luck to y'all.
all right, so as far as the traffic study, everybody's in agreement that you should do a traffic study?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, then I would look for a motion in regards to traffic study.
I'll make a motion to purchase the stuff to do a traffic study and put them out as soon as we get them.
For Eagle Road.
for West Eagle and East.
I'll support that. We have a motion and support, to perform a traffic study on Eagle Road East and Eagle Road West. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion carries. Moving on to new business, consider planning commission's recommendation to approve the request for parcel division 9202-15-400-045 to be added to parcel 9202-15-400-039. We're gonna talk about this one first, but then there's another one coming after that. These are both related, so I'm gonna read that one too. We also, are to consider, a recommendation from the planning commission to approve request for parcel 9202-15-400-041 to be combined with 9202-15-400-045, Mark Brown, petitioner. So real quick, Mark, if you could, just, explain to the people that, aren't on the planning commission, myself and Shannon are on the planning commission. Could you just give the audience, just a brief, very brief overview of what you're trying to do with your project?
Well, I've got two properties up there, Brown Civic Center and the Goodrich Community Storage. And there's a front lot.
You got a diagram?
Yeah.
Hey, can you bring it up here and just show?
You guys are the dogs.
Well, it'd be helpful for us, I call to look at it.
There's more like that, I think.
I don't really shoot like.
Okay, so here's the front lot. We would like to put it with the storage lot. So it could be a future office put onto this. Okay. And when we get to this one is the barn and some property in the back here that the hardware is already using. And we would like to attach it to the barn. Yeah, yeah,
He's saying attach this property together, so this is one lot now.
yeah.
And
So
then
that is one lot.
Is this, that whole shape is one lot?
So there's like about 7 companies.
This to be attached to the lot here. Office. And this is our property that the hardware has used since it's existed. That will be attached to our.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Phase one.
They are sharing the driveway.
Right now, we're sure price, right, what we're. Future, there could be, or it could be attached to be this driveway wire. And use this, depends on what MDOT says. Right now, we do have an ingress egress already going around here for both properties to use. I think
That makes
anything-
sense. Can I nine?
Okay, let me speak to real quick. Commissioner concern.
No, it was unanimous on both parcel combinations for the planning commission to send it to council.
So let's go ahead and, handle one at a time.
I'll make a motion to authorize the planning commission's recommendation to approve the request for parcel division 1, section of number 9202-15-400-045 to be added to number 9202-15-400-039 for Mark Brown, petitioner.
I'll second.
Motion and support to approve the request, from the planning commission, for the parcel division one section of 9202-15-100-045 to be added to 9202-15-400-039. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number B.
I'll make a motion to also authorize the planning commission's recommendation to approve the request for parcel combination number 9202-15-400-041 to be combined with number 9202-15-400-045, Mark Brown, Ray petitioner.
We have a motion and support to approve the request for parcel division. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. We have a motion and support to approve the request for parcel combination 9202-15-400-041 to be combined with 9202-15-400-045. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number C is basically administrative. Consider 1 year extension of the current 2015-2024 capacity management operations and maintenance contract expiring December
31st, 2025,
31st,
2025.
2025, without changing the current rates. The county agency and retail sewer community customers are operating on the 2015-2024 capacity management operation and maintenance contract. The contract is set to expire on December 31st, 2024. Since the beginning of the fiscal year, we have been tracking expenses associated with retail sanitary sewer services. While we have a lot of good data, we believe it would be beneficial if we had a full year of tracked expenses. And it goes on, but they're simply asking that this be extended by a year and expire December 31st, 2025. So with that, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to authorize the 1 year extension of the current 2015 to 2024 capacity management operations and maintenance contract that expires December 31st, 2025, without change in the current rates.
Support.
We have motion and support to extend the 1 year extension of the current 2015-2024 capacity management operation and maintenance contract. There's also another table in here expiring December 31st, 2024, without change in the current rates. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
No, this new contract that you're extending is going to expire December 31st, 2025.
Yes, that's why it was saying the new one that's going to expire next year.
You extended it 1 year.
I know but it expires December 31st, 2024.
Correct. And we're gonna extend it 1 year. Okay.
So we're extending that by a year. Item number D, authorize BC3 to install and configure 4 new office workstations at total cost of $2,100. I'm sure to expand on that.
Well, you authorized allowed us to purchase 4 new workstations, and they need to be configured. All of our information needs to be transferred over, and the new computers need to be configured. And these VC3 says it takes about 3 hours per computer. So that's what it's going to cost to do that work, and they will be sending someone on site to do this. Well, $2,100.
I'll make the motion to authorize VC3 to install and configure 4 new office workstations for a total cost of $2,100.
I'll support that. We have motion support to authorize BC3 to install and configure 4 new office workstations for a total cost of $2,100. Roll call, please.
Beverly,
Yes.
McCafferty,
Yeah.
Morris,
Yes.
Glenn,
Yes.
Lord.
Yes. Item number E is the authorization of landscape painting at a cost of $72,610. That was a little bit like M&M pavement marks.
It's a Sarah Lane, Fog Lane or well, and the turn lane on, EC Road and Erie Street. The turn lane, especially the one going uphill by Tens, there, it's getting really faint, you can hardly see it. We usually do it every couple of years, we haven't done it in a couple of years. Let's do. Now that price included everything, so the price will be a little cheaper, because obviously we just did the new flat top through town here. So you won't do that again. Right. We'll do just a middle such by the country club where we did asphalt. So this could be a little cheaper than what's here.
Random question, only because have we worked with this company before?
They've always been the cheapest.
And they know our schedules with
Uh-huh.
buses and stuff at that
Yep.
intersection.
Yeah.
Get a motion?
Then I will make a motion to authorize the line painting at a cost of $7,610 through the low bid by M&M Pavement Marking.
Motion to authorize line painting at a cost of $7,610 by M&M Pavement Markings. Roll call, please.
Beverly,
Yes.
McCafferty,
Yes,
Moore,
Yes.
Lawrence,
Yes.
Waller.
Yes. This time we have a public comment for, any items. We ask that you state your name. We ask that you go for around 3 minutes. One guys.
During kindness, I have a question on the monkey survey. Is that gonna totally be restricted to village residents, or can anybody, could somebody in Rambling or Davison, how would that be controlled?
It's a good question. I know Sherry might be able to answer it. I'm not sure. I mean, I know that
It can be
most
controlled.
cards would be sent out. Do you know how they control that? Or not?
I know it can't be controlled, right?
Okay.
And is it like a one-time use, like you can't keep
Yes.
going back?
Correct. Correct.
Who else?
Matt Montgomery, I own Michigan Motor Transport, well, sporting business. So the traffic study is coming down. What are the numbers you're looking for on this? Who sets the statistics that are going to be decided factor on this?
We're doing a traffic study so that we can see how many trucks are currently going down. East and Eagle Woods.
Who sets the numbers to decide if that gets done or not?
I'm not sure your question.
The biggest issue that I see with it is the fatality rates of these trucks. They're going to be diverted from the traffic center in town. They're going to be Perry Road or Green Road. They're going to be.
We're not, that's not the traffic study we're doing.
I understand that, but I'm concerned about the truck route being diverted from town. All the local businesses go to town and turn left at the traffic light. Move all that truck traffic up here to Perry Road or Green Road,
We're not telling trucks where they could go.
it's naturally gonna happen. You know it, I know it, we all know that.
Trucks over
They're
10,000.
gonna go to the next closest road to turn left, it's my concern. So now you got 55-mile-an-hour traffic at 7 o'clock in the morning that are potentially gonna run into these trucks, because they're in a hurry, there's line cars, school buses. It's a horrible idea to move this traffic out of town. They need a light to turn left.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, this time I'll close public comment. I'm moving back to council comments. Also, have any comments? I'll just make a comment again. I know it seems misleading. Again, the only reason that this the truck ordinance was on the agenda tonight was because of the way the motion was made last month. It had to appear on the agenda because of the way the motion was stated last month. We thought that we were going to have more concrete information that we're looking for. We're still trying to get some opinions from the lawyers. We're still trying to get some other clarification. So we're still researching that. That's why this has been proposed. And then we would like to do a study as well, and the monkey surveys or the social media is probably a good thing to do so that we can get the opinions from other people within our community so that we can make a better informed decision. Anyone else?
I think I've said all I said.
Hey, Jim.
With that, I'll entertain.
Mrs. Mayor.
This is not a question, this is council comments.
I just wanna know, is this why do we have this on the agenda? Or are we just, thank God we all showed up tonight, because would you have voted on it tonight?
Probably.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I would.
Whose big idea was this in the first place?
Make a motion.
Yeah.
These three.
Yeah.
These three.
It was mine. All right, well, I'm gonna entertain.
Make a motion to adjourn.
And I'll tell you why. All right, let's not, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, it's the wrong time. I'll make a motion for adjournment. We have a motion.
You got your other two here, they're gonna be up there.
Say aye. Aye.
Yeah.
Sorry.